Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, heroes in a half shell, turtle power. Okay, yeah, that looks good. DJ, man, dude, when did you get back into town? Why do you look so angry?
You saw X-Men Apocalypse without me, you son of a bitch.
What? Oh! Hello and welcome back to another midnight showing. As always, I'm Kelly.
I'm DJ.
And we just got a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Out of the Shadows.
Which is, you said a game? You said that was a game?
Yeah. A game of the same name came out, when was it? I want to say 2006, because that was a terrible time for games.
Yes, it was.
Sonic 06, cough cough.
Great time for anime, though. Yeah, so non-spoiler version of this. I don't know how I feel about this one. And congratulations to DJ coming back into town.
I am back. I've been living in Arizona for not quite a year. I left in about August.
Yeah.
But I'm back and I'm here to stay, so expect to see me a lot more.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's a 50 Shades of Grey movie, which you are coming with me to the sequel because I refuse to go alone.
Absolutely not. That was your choice.
Hey.
I told you not to go.
Critics, we don't have choices. As much as the angry video game nerd would like to say, which I find it really odd that he didn't say anything about not going to this one that looked just as shitty as Ghostbusters by the trailers.
He chose to write an entire movie reviewing the E.T. game. So that's his choice.
It's true. Just find it. I'm not. He can not see it if he wants because I completely understand why. And honestly, I'm not looking forward to Ghostbusters.
Oh, he's coming back for the critics review. I can guarantee you.
Yeah, the critic will eventually do a review of it. He'll make him watch it. Say, hey, Jeff, I got a surprise for you. Want to come sit down? Just gonna lock the door right here. Okay, play Ghostbusters. Oh shit! You dumb motherfucker. But yeah, we should probably get on to actually talking about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I personally don't know how to feel about this. There are times when it is like watching the old cartoon. Then there are times that are just go so over the top and so sideways. I wonder if the guy who wrote Turtles Forever did this.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. Aside from, they definitely went more cartoony with it, which appealed, I think, to a wider audience, other than making it super serious. Now, I never actually saw the first one for myself. I saw the Nostalgia Critics review of it, which is pretty much the only way I think I can digest that. But I actually got excited for this. It's one of those for the from the first trailer. It was definitely looked like it was going to be more fun and bringing in. There's a lot to jam in there.
It was Stephen Amell.
Yeah,
it was the sexiness of Stephen Amell.
No,
in that really, really, really revealing shirt.
I also don't watch Arrow, and I'm gonna bring that in right now.
I'll just FYI, I am planning on doing a little short thing on Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. Eventually, it's gonna come out after this, but it will come out. But yeah, so yeah, my final recommendation is, if you're really interested, it's a see it at a discounted price. I wouldn't charge full price for this movie.
Yeah, probably not. If you have like a little brother or sister that can take PG-13 humor, mostly fart jokes.
Oh, and don't forget the bra joke.
Oh God,
we got to focus on her amazing rack.
It's not just that. There's like a continuity issue in that entire scene. Where the heck did her pants go?
That actually happened a few times in the movie. I
only picked up on that one. Okay, the scene goes. I'm gonna call a spoiler warning if it's considered a spoiler. She's tracking Megan Fox. April O'Neil is tracking Baxter Stockman, and trying to. Was it Baxter or was it somebody else?
I think it was Baxter.
Yeah.
It's the guy played by Tyler Perry.
Yeah, Baxter Stockman is a main figure in the Turtles universe. And he's played by Tyler Perry, which I totally did not pick up on, mostly because I don't watch Tyler Perry movies.
And I only really knew it because of how over the top he was going in a non-racist way.
Wow.
I'm sorry, you have not seen A Medea Christmas. You may have seen the snob's review of it, but I have that shit on my computer, and I feel tainted by it.
Why do you have that on your computer?
I got it for free from Flickster, okay?
Thank God it was for free. Because holy crap.
I know.
So yeah, she's like tracking down this guy, and she sees these like hot chicks. I guess they're like tourists, or I don't know exactly what they were. They were trying to promote something, dressed in like slutty schoolgirl uniforms,
with cowboy hats.
Taking pictures with dudes,
people who just randomly show up on the train station. I guess.
And so she gets the idea to like distract. I don't know if it was Baxter or like kind of detain him or whatever.
It was his assistant. It wasn't him. Because she got close to him to secretly download his computer thing that he had with him. I don't know if it was a computer or a tablet. It gets taken away by the assistant before the download finishes, so she ends up just like leaving to go and get close to him so she can finish her download.
Via a wireless watch that Donatello made for her that can totally do that kind of thing. Because comic books.
To be fair, that's actually true to the original cartoon, where he would make up literally reality-shattering shit every episode, and they just completely forget about it.
Yeah, so the scene you see in the trailer is like a close-up on her rack as she ties like a thing
her shirt. Which, that actually just brings up another point. When did she change her full business suit shirt into one of those ones where she could easily just like tie off the bottom end to it? Because you have to get a shirt that at least a size bigger to do something like that, right?
All I see her do is take a skirt off the rack. She sees like a clothes store where they're selling, I guess, slutty schoolgirl uniforms because convenience.
In a train center.
Yeah. And she takes the skirt off. She takes the skirt off the rack and she just like puts it on over her slacks. And I guess she was always wearing that white shirt under it.
I guess so.
Under the blazer.
Yeah, and then the camera
she like
pans out and she's suddenly her pants are missing underneath her skirt. Did we miss the cut where she like literally took her pants off?
She's got the knee-high socks, she's got the shoes, and she's got the skirt, and she ties the white shirt on it.
To which Michael Bay, this is getting to be hilariously stupid at this point, because how the fuck did you manage to get her into a slutty schoolgirl outfit in a kid's film?
Seriously.
And a lot of it in the trailer, for God's sake.
I don't like Megan Fox as an actress because I personally don't care. I saw the first two Transformers. I didn't like him. I didn't like her. And all jokes aside, she's extremely wooden in her performance. I swear, I went through the whole most of, what was it? Was it Transformers 2 with the jet that used to be a Decepticon?
Yes.
Yes. I went through that whole movie thinking that Megan Fox had no idea where she was going and she was just running until the jet started transforming and she says, "It's a Decepticon!" I'm like, Christ, she knows what's going on. It's a bloody miracle.
She has emotions. This is almost like watching Alice through the looking glass again. I didn't know she was human.
Yeah.
You still need to see that.
Anyway, my point is, I don't like her as an actress, but I feel sorry for her having to sell her soul to Michael Bay.
Because at this
Shouldn't
point,
do that.
It just makes you wonder why she hasn't moved on yet. And it's just, okay, she got pissed off with them in Transformers 3, so she had to get fired and blah, blah, blah. We all know the controversy there. But did she do anything after this that wasn't Michael Bay related? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
God damn it. She's actually actively doing something in this movie, which I think is a nice little plus to the movie, is that everyone did have a role to play, even if it felt like some of them got a little pointless, like the police chief.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was a lot of those little moments where it's just like it seems like a shot was missing, and I guess the thing I could compare it to is London Has Fallen. I don't know if you watched that while you're out
I don't think I did.
But there was a couple of moments in that one where the same thing happened, especially in action scenes. Like where, what's his name? Gerard Butler. He blows off the door to take some shots at some terrorists that are following them on motorcycles. But you never actually see the door get blown off. You see him kick the door, and then the next shot, he's hanging outside of it, shooting at them. There's several shots where it's just like that in this movie with the pants, but then there's another one when Arrow shows up instead of a hockey mask because
it was in the trailer.
Although I did point this out in the movie, I find it hilarious that Stephen Amell is playing Oliver Queen when he's supposed to be playing Oliver Queen from the comics, when he's supposed to be playing Casey Jones, even though when he's on Arrow, he doesn't play Oliver Queen. He plays pseudo-Batman. He's brooding all the time.
Yeah.
I just find that kind of funny, because especially the last season of Arrow, where they actually did try to make him a lot more like the comic book. He's joking, and he can be serious, but he was having a lot more fun with it before they decided to smack him on the head with a goddamn hammer. But in this one, he's playing full Oliver Queen from the comics. He's joking. He's kind of stupid.
Yeah.
He has an obsession with hockey instead of archery, but
yeah, he has experience in action scenes if he does his stunts. I'm pretty sure there were he does stunt doubles. I'm sure a lot of it were stunt doubles.
He does a lot of his own stunts.
Yeah,
but
so he has experience doing this. The thing is, I don't know if Bebop and Rocksteady were all CG or if they were like the Turtles, guys in like suits.
Guys in suits.
So whether or not, I was thinking maybe he'd have to react to just CGI models, or if he actually had something to go off of.
A lot of the times, there's a lot of deer in headlight looks from people as they walk up and they're supposedly talking to the turtles, and you're just like, so guys, how is everything? I'm totally looking at you, even though you're animated over there. Yeah, I'm looking at you. I got you. There's a lot of deer in headlights looks.
To be fair, that could just be Megan Fox.
If it was only Megan Fox, I probably wouldn't have brought it up, except for saying it was only her. But there are even some times when Arrow does this. And the police chief, who I still feel didn't really have a point in the movie other than to be bitchy police chief, because we like that cliche.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so let's go with the actual plot. The plot of this movie is they're trying to break the Shredder out of jail, who somehow survived his fall of 30-plus stories. I mean, the Turtles survived, but they're genetically modified, and they had a thing slowing their descent.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the Shredder died in the end.
Yeah, and he's played by a completely new person, by the way, along with most of the Turtles, if IMDb is to be believed.
Yeah, he is a different guy, isn't he? I kept forgetting about that. Weren't they like gonna make him a Japanese actor or an Asian actor in the first one?
In the first one, it was supposed to be Will Fitchner, right. the rich guy who said, "I'm going to be stupid rich."
Yeah.
It was originally going to be him, and it would have worked. I mean, he's creepy. He has that kind of presence. Yeah, he's not Japanese, but then again, how many of your actors playing the damn Turtles are Japanese?
Exactly.
Or even, let me put this another way, how many of them actually have any kind of martial arts background, period? At least this rich guy we can think is eccentric enough for that crap.
Heck, the voice of Splinter isn't even Japanese.
Yes, he's a hypochondriac, obsessive-compulsive man.
Tony Shalhoub comes back as the Splinter.
Well, I'm so glad they did not change him, because he does play the role like a father more than an actual leader.
Yeah.
Which I think is something we haven't really seen from Splinter in any of the incarnations, because he's always trying to play that stoic leader who I could always help you with your situations.
I think the best Splinter I saw was in the... What year was it? Was it 2005 or 2007? The cartoon, the Turtles Forever one.
Turtles Forever, I think, was 2007.
That's like one of my favorite Splinters, only because the puppet hardly does anything. He doesn't fight.
Yeah. Oh man, this movie. But yeah, so they're trying to break him out. When they break him out, they use some weird tech that they just magically have. You think they would have used teleportation tech in the last film, especially if they had the world's leading researcher on it.
Yeah. So Casey Jones comes in as one of the officers charged to watch the
prisoner transfer.
Yeah, the prisoner transfer.
And he does bring up a big plot hole. You are delivering 3 of the most wanted men in your state, probably even the world, and you don't load the shotgun.
Exactly. They made that as a joke, but...
And then he loses the shotgun after he fires it once.
Did they plan to put him in with Bebop and Rocksteady, or did that just happen?
Probably just happened. Big prisoner transfers, they're expensive, so they had to, because they have the motorcades and all that stuff and block off roads. So they probably thought, these guys are just as bad, so.
And I swear Rocksteady keeps going between like an American accent and like an Australian accent.
Even though he's supposed to be from Finland.
Yeah.
Because he finishes shit. Oh yeah, man! Give me the gun! Give me the gun! Yeah!
So yeah, so they break out.
That's them throughout the whole movie, by the way.
So yeah, basically they're broskies. I thought he was like Russian or something. Anyway.
Oh, bro, we gotta work with the Shredder, yo.
So during the whole prisoner transfer, the Foot Clan, comes in a kind of a cool action scene where we're introduced to. God, what is it called?
The Turtlemobile?
Yeah. Yeah, the Turtlemobile, because toys. And it has hydraulic arms controlled by Michelangelo that have, 10-foot nunchucks that gets broken off.
In 5 seconds.
Yeah. And, of course, it's got its manhole cover launcher.
which even Casey Jones points out, somehow have homing capabilities.
Yeah. Donatello.
But,
and it's basically supposed to be a garbage truck that they modified. Yeah, somehow they managed to fit. They got the whole cockpit with the windshield that they can drive it, and they got all kinds of tech on the sides and everything. And for some reason, because product placement, you see a lot of that in there.
Yes, there's
Crush.
a lot of practice.
There's a Orange Crush soda vending machine right there in the truck.
To be fair, they did use it as a joke in the first one that he's obsessed with Crush soda. So that kind of thing, that usually doesn't bother me, except once you go down to the layer, everything is fucking branded again. And it's just okay, guys, you have a goddamn amusement park down here. Does everything have to have a product's name on it?
This time, they have Grape Crush.
It's just so...
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, Shredder ends up getting away, but they use the teleporter to get to him, which sucks him into Krang's other world, which, if the atmosphere was so bad and deadly that only the Turtles could go up there in the climax, how did Shredder survive going there the first time?
Yeah.
Yeah, chalk that up to plot hole number, God knows who cares at this moment.
And they don't even explain that until near the third act.
Yeah.
When they're going up there to do it.
Yeah, so Krang basically says, there are 3 pieces of a machine, rebuild the machine, it'll open up the portal, my Technodrome comes through, and we'll conquer the world.
2 of them are in New York, 1 of them is in Brazil, leading to that waterfall scene we see in the trailer.
With the tank, which was awesome,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Just the tank there makes that scene so much better.
So the first piece gets logged in, and it spits out the purple ooze, the MacGuffin of basically the entire series.
Yeah.
And Shredder and Stockman use it to mutate Bebop and Rocksteady into a Rhino and a Warhog. And yeah.
And they don't really care that they're disgusting slob monsters, which is kind of contrary to the original cartoon.
Yeah, and I don't remember the cartoon at all. I just remember them, but they brought it back in the new one that's on Nickelodeon. This is a Nickelodeon film, by the way.
Yeah, there are 6 studios attached to this.
Yeah,
6.
I think 2 of them are even Chinese and Japanese.
Paramount, Nickelodeon, Platinum, I think Bad Robot. There was the Japanese one, and then there was one that had a deer that was was Xerxes from Pokemon.
Yeah, that was another Japanese, Eastern Asian one.
Yeah, it's just why are there so many studios attached to this? Does it have something to do with the fact that you changed all of the people attached to this? Yeah. I mean, the director's different, the actors who play the Turtles are different.
Yeah, so in the Nickelodeon one, they get mutated, and Bebop, A, hates being called Bebop, and B, hates the fact that he's a warthog. These guys, Rocksteady just doesn't care. He just rolls with it. He's also Russian.
Are we sure he was Russian?
I don't know. I gotta go watch it again.
Everyone was playing like so over the top. It was really hard to tell what was going on. There's a lot of problems with this movie that we could just talk about for hours.
Bebop, warthogs in general don't seem really threatening, except they could probably like gore you with their tusks and probably bite hard.
Yeah.
Rhinos, on the other hand, I actually found him kind of threatening when Casey was fighting him.
Yeah,
that was a little awesome.
The second I saw the grenades, I was like, he's gonna pull the pin on one of those, and it's gonna blow up in their face.
Yeah,
and that's basically what happens. Is they leads them into a storage container, and he throws the grenade in there with them and slams the door on them.
Yeah. So eventually, the three pieces come together. The waterfall scene was actually pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. The plane scene was just so unrealistically stupid.
Oh yeah,
it was awesome.
Yeah, that's basically one of the second trailer they came out with. They even tried to get a hashtag catchphrase for this. What would Vin Diesel do?
I am Groot.
All the others jump out except for Raphael, who is afraid of heights apparently, and he's sitting there. He's like, "What would Vin Diesel do?"
No fear, no fear.
And he jumps out, and he's like a little off center, and he ends up hitting like the windshield of the plane. In which case, it would basically just go Raphael, plane. He conveniently missed the jet engine.
Jet engine, which his chute should have gone through.
Yeah.
The way jet engines work, that chute would have gone through and dragged him into it. Because, let's face it, Incredibles did this joke. Yeah. They did it. It gets caught and stuff. But yeah, implausible, and somehow they got from the top of the plane to the side with no real hook to get in the door, which they can open from the outside.
Yeah. Without anything like flying out. To be fair, the tank was was chained up, so.
Yeah.
That's about it. But nothing else came flying out.
And Rocksteady gets inside of the tank and he starts machine gun downing everybody, but he doesn't realize that he's shooting the cockpit.
So yeah, the cockpit gets wrecked. The two pilots get flung out.
And then when everyone's like gets up after he stops shooting, dude, what the hell, man?
Yeah.
Sorry, I was in the moment. My bad. See, it was moments like that I really did love because it was cartoonish, but it wasn't over the top cartoonish. Because you really would think that someone this stupid would fire a .50 caliber at the damn cockpit.
Yeah.
It's believable, and it's not like infringing on anything. But then there are other moments in this where it's just, oh my god, it's like, what the hell?
Yeah, so the plane crashes in a creek that leads to said waterfall. And the whole time they're going down the river and they're fighting over the MacGuffin piece in a glass case that I'm surprised hasn't shattered and the piece just go off the waterfall.
Oh yeah, and by the way, they can fire a tank shell at that thing and it'll be fine.
Yeah. They do it a couple times.
Just, why? Why? That's the question that you're going to ask. If you're looking for something serious, this is not the movie for you. If you're looking for something closer to what the Turtles were back in the day, this is closer, but it strays too far, in my opinion, on certain sections. There are sections like I thought it was funny when they were watching the Knicks game, but them shooting the freaking fucking crap, I can't even think what they're all called, spitwads at Will Arnett, because Will Arnett has no point in this movie whatsoever.
So after the first one, he's credited with beating the Shredder, which anyone could tell that is very unrealistic.
Considering he was inside of the building when Shredder fell from another building, I mean, there's footage of that.
So he's basically become not just a hero in New York, a national hero. He's on like Time Magazine. He's been on TV and all this crap.
The Falcon.
He calls himself the Falcon.
Okay, there was one joke that was kind of funny when he's filling up those bags.
Oh my gosh.
He's like, apparently people will spend $200 to buy bags of my hot air.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's just like, oh my god.
Even he knows it's crap, but he's writing this
so much.
Yeah. So he's getting the key to the city, and he keeps like flaunting it, and they even use that excuse when they're trying to break into the police station
to get the MacGuffin stuff that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're at the Knicks game, and he's just sitting there doing an interview. So what do? They're in the Jumbotron. Somehow they can shoot from the Jumbotron and hit him, not in the back of the head, which they are established that's where they're sitting, but in the front of the head.
Yeah.
Several times. Wait, what?
He turns around and he has like a spit wad here and a spit wad here.
He doesn't think to wipe them off when he's done. There's some levels of stupid in this movie that are just too much for me.
Yeah.
It really is just too much for me. There are moments where it's just like that perfect balance of stupid, which is just yes. And then there are other moments where I'm like, okay, move on. Come on, be a little bit more serious. It's okay to go say in some situations. This is not one of them. No Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man 2 here. Come on, save the people.
Even Krang seemed a little comical. Krang, oh my gosh, was probably one of the best parts in this movie.
His suit worked perfectly, even though they did Transformers the hell out of it.
Yeah, they did, just like they did with the Shredder.
Well, in this one, at least they tried to keep it to an actual person in a realistic suit with realistic actual blades coming out, not those magnet blades that don't affect any other metal in the proximity of them.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So the final battle ensues as Shredder opens the said wormhole that the device opens, and the Technodrome, because classic toys, starts coming through in pieces and starts to form itself over time. So it adds this like ticking clock element to the climax.
Once it's finished, everyone's destroyed because it's got a giant super fuck off weapon.
Yeah. The Vegnacock.
The Vegnacock.
That's basically what it was when I was thinking. If you've seen Spoonie's review of Final Fantasy X-2, the Vegnagun weapon at the end of the game, spoilers. I don't know if you need spoilers.
No, it's yeah, but it's just...
Of course nobody played that game, so...
I may have played a little bit.
Yeah, you would. I'm probably going to play it too. I gotta beat the first one, though.
Yeah, it's not a bad game. It's got a lot of gameplay. It's just the story is stupid.
Yeah, anyway. So, Krang finally comes in. Believe it or not, we actually looked up... Because the whole time when we saw Krang, we kept saying, his voice sounds so familiar. We thought it was like a cartoon like actor from the past. Somebody like Jim Cummings, or who else would it have...
I thought it might have been the Tick for a little while.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah, but
I was thinking of John DiMaggio. Would be an interesting choice. But it's Brad Garrett. And if you don't know who that is, if you've ever watched Everybody Loves Raymond, he is Raymond's tall brother that always gets shit on. God, I can't remember his name right now. The character's name. Robbie. It was Robbie. And that just totally blew me away.
It's like, oh my god, it was familiar enough that we recognized the voice, but we couldn't tell who the fuck it was because it was still just good. He's over the top in a lot of good ways.
Yeah, the only thing you saw of the Krang in the trailer was Michelangelo knocking on the little stomach plate where he stays, and the eye coming up as like a jump scare.
Yeah, and it was kind of weird. Why did he not stay in there during the fight? They kept like pushing himself out and like moving him out of the way. All it would take is one swipe of his sword to literally cut you off from your robot, and this is over.
There was like, he was trying to get him, because there's like a laser gun mounted on the robot's shoulder, and he was swinging up to like shoot them down with it. That's like the only reason he wouldn't have stayed in there that I could see. But yeah.
Yeah, it's a stupid battle, but again, it's Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It's kind of expected that is the case.
So Donatello has the idea to use one of his shoulder-mounted drones that he apparently has on his person at all times to
That somehow survived all the water.
to find the beacon of the Technodrome where they're all being drawn to, and like take it off and fly it back through the wormhole.
In which they closed the wormhole before they sent the Technodrome back. Wasn't the point to send the Technodrome back, then close the portal?
Yeah.
There's moments of logic like that just... Was it supposed to be a visual mistake to remind us that there are so many visual mistakes inside of the original animation?
Yeah.
Or someone else's voice will come out of one of the wrong turtles? What?
I don't know. I think they want to fix those issues. Then again, Megan Fox's disappearing pants. Yes. That is not a euphemism. This actually happened.
I wonder if that was the joke. It is a euphemism. Wow.
For all you 14-year-old boys out there.
Hey, give Michael Bay some credit. He not only managed to get her on a goddamn trampoline, he got her in a goddamn slutty schoolgirl outfit. And he somehow got that past censors in a kid's film. So
they kept saying, "Oh my god," and "What the hell?" And there's actually a moment where you could tell they hit their quota when Casey first sees the turtles, and he's like, "What the?" I can't remember what he says after that. And I literally leaned in on Kelly, and I'm like, he was going to say, "What the hell?" But they got their PG-13 quota.
No, they didn't say what the fuck, so... Which is more than I can say for X-Men, but yeah. So... I think we've made our point across. This movie is stupid.
It's enjoyably stupid. Maybe I'd see it again at a cheaper theater. I don't know if I'd actually buy it.
Yeah, well, I'll buy it for when Cardmaster's Corner goes up. But it's stupid. It was too stupid for me. Apparently, it didn't go far enough for him. So, yeah, take that from what you will.
It's better than the first one. I'll give it that.
I'm actually kind of... that one I'm not really sure about. The first one took itself way too seriously.
Yeah, I got more excited over this one than I did the first one.
Yeah, it's like everyone complained about it being too silly in the first... too serious in the first one for such a silly concept. And then this one they said, okay, let's make it super silly now. And then they went way too far in the other direction. They needed to find a balance.
As the critics said, this is supposed to be a silly concept. The original comics were meant as parodies of more serious comic books like Batman, Spawn.
I think the one they were really parodying was Daredevil at the time, with the hand.
Yeah.
Get it? Hand? Foot.
Ha. They thought. They, threw magnetic poetry up there and see what stuck.
And we all know where the name Shredder came from. They worked at a pizzeria when they wrote this.
Yeah.
It literally is their grading and
their love for pizza, and they came up with the most ridiculous string of words to make up a concept ever. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Heroes in a half shell. Turtle power.
Yeah, so with that note, I don't think there's really anything else to say on this map.
Yeah, we had fun. It was a good night out. Now, I'm going to finally see X-Men Apocalypse. He's going to see it the second time. We'll see you guys next time. What the fuck?
I'm
Josh
sorry.
Applebaum, friggin' idiot.
No, that's the writer.
No.
Jonathan Liebesman. Oops.
OAP.
Sorry.
Lesbian.
I'm so sorry.
Wow.
I know, okay? I'm so
Wow.
sorry.